Hi guys, Chris here from Cowboy Rugby. I'm going to be taking a quick look at how the All Blacks are trying to get around rush defences. So in this first phase, we have Mackenzie taking the ball at the back, which was quite a feature of the test against England. He drifted back there to take the high ball in that fullback role. If we take a look at the setup we've got here, England are already over the gain line on defence. To counter this, the All Blacks have a receiver there and a number of players around him, almost forming a blocking wall NFL style. Quite a steeply angled backline as well, just to give them a bit of time on the ball. And also in the circle at the top, there's a player there to receive the kick. In this situation, the All Blacks have a few options. The ball carrier can take it up himself, play it out to a playmaker at the back who can swing it to the back line, or that playmaker can put in a cross kick to the circled wing on the top. In this next bit of play, we're going to see how untidy ball ends up becoming a try for the All Blacks. There's not much you see in this angle, but when we take it out a bit, you'll see there's quite a bit going on that usually goes unnoticed. There we see Reece catching the ball and over for the try. Let's look at it again, but from a slightly wider angle this time. If you take a look there, you can see we've got a front line of three forwards. They're all about to take the ball up. Mackenzie's drifting out. He's got Rieko Ioane with him. You can see he's got two blockers there. If he was going to receive the ball from Tuipulotu, that would give him a bit of extra time. But Tuipulotu takes it up, sucking in three defenders. You can see Ioane and Jordie Barrett have shifted out. Ioane goes in for a dummy run. And this is quite an interesting part. Realizes it's not on and runs across the face of the defense, basically forming a switch with one of the players there. Now, when the ball comes out to Mackenzie, you can see he's got a blocking wall there, again, NFL style, and it gives him time to put in the pinpoint cross kick. Let's remember that this is off broken play, and it just goes to show how much time and effort the All Blacks are putting into their planning. Everybody knows what their job is in a given situation, and even when somebody else takes the ball up, there's still a plan in place. In this next bit of play, we see Jordie Barrett receiving the ball there. Perifetus sets it up, and again, this is off broken play. Let's examine the running lines that they've got. So you can see the English defense is coming up very quickly. Faiwa is coming inside towards Mackenzie, trying to cut the play down before it starts. The All Blacks have formed another wall, NFL style, with Tuipulotu highlighted there, number 4. He's going to get the ball, pop it out the back to Mackenzie. At the bottom, you can see Dalton Papali's run an obstructive line there from the outside in, and Mackenzie, the plan is for him to get the ball out wide to Rieko Ioane. The wall could have been a little bit tighter. It allowed two English defenders through, and that hampered the pass slightly. So instead of running onto the ball, Rico's had to turn and catch it there, which delayed his momentum. You can see Faiwa is getting around Papali there, and he's almost on Rieko when he starts. Now, if Rieko had had that line through, he could have set up Talia there. It would have been 2-on-1 against the fullback. Let's take a look at the next bit of play that we have here. So again, this is from broken play. I've slowed it down a bit. And here we can see we've got two pods of attackers. The plan is to take it up there, form a bit of a wall out the back to Mackenzie. Second pod of attackers, or blockers I should say, was supposed to be protecting Jordie Barrett so it could get the ball out to Rieko Ioane. Again, it's Rieko Ioane there. Quite interesting to note, he is the designated strike runner. Here we see Tuipulotu's in no man's land. He should have shifted across there to form the wall to block Henry Slade off and give Jordie Barrett a bit of time to get that pass away. And as you can see there, Rieko could have unleashed, I think that's Ardie Savea on the bottom there. It had a lot of space created, but just couldn't capitalize. In this next bit, we can see that the All Blacks have a scrum. They're going to be attacking from that using a very, very steep backline. Talia circled on the bottom is running the inside line on Mackenzie just to give the option and also to maybe delay the English defenders. And at the top, Sevu Reece is waiting for the cross kick. The plan being that if the England backs rush and curl around, then Mackenzie has that option, hopefully creating a bit of space on the outside. This next sequence of play highlights how the All Blacks chip away at the England defence. They've got a few one-off runners here. You can see the cleaners are very close. They're operating a pod system. Look at how flat the English defence is there. You can see Severus again hanging really, really wide. Quite a nice steep backline. Barrett's taking it up there. That's Geordie. Just to suck in a few defenders, create a bit of space. And we see here quite an interesting bit of play. Mackenzie is there just floating around for that wraparound. Gives quite an unorthodox one-arm pass. But they've got him on a floating roll where he can just look at his options. Off that broken play, the All Blacks have set up a really nice move. In the rectangle in the front, you can see there's a pod of 3 forming a wall for Mackenzie to receive the pass out the back. He then has the option for the wide kick to Reese or to pass to a second pod of 2 who can then block or offload and then block for 2 runners coming out the back. Those 2 can then link up with 2 more All Blacks and try and work their way around the edge of the England defence. So again, very impressive by the All Blacks setting that up on the fly. On this occasion, the ball carrier chose to take contact. We see Perinaro passing out, short pop from Mackenzie. And here communication seemed to break down a little bit. He and Perinaro got in each other's way, but Rico only saved the situation. Now, this is quite interesting. Mackenzie's spotted the gap. He's taken the ball very, very deep, and he's actually called the ball to the side with the fewest All Black players. But he's seen the opportunity there. And with the rush England defence, he's taken the ball deeper to give himself a little bit more time and then shot out a long pass to Severus to get around the defence. You can see it curling in there with the outside man coming in, trying to shut things down, and the pass gets out to Reese, who gets some fantastic space and time. Straight off that previous passage of play, the All Blacks set up another move with 9 players remaining in the backfield. You can see there are basically a pod of 3. One man is a bit out of position. He should have been running across there to block Mackenzie for the pass out the back. And Mackenzie chose to pass a very long pass. He should have chosen to maybe give it to that man highlighted there who's closer to him, who could then feed the long pass out to Mark Telea. Instead, Mackenzie's gone for the long pass and it hits ground, which cuts down Telea's space here. But if Telea had hit that pass at pace, possibly could have set up a 2-on-1 for the man on the outside. But yeah, this is just a quick look at different options for getting around rush defense by the All Blacks. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit subscribe and share with your friends. And let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. Thanks, guys.